got the allotment when somebody else had been recommended. Is it true or not?
Okay, I am not sure what CA recommended. I do know that we have an amazing track record of implementing projects, and the coal block that Amarkonda that you are talking about, that block is in a left-wing extremist affected area, and we have not been able to make any progress in that block at all. Okay, so I do not know what transpired between the Power Ministry or the CEA.
No, my question is...
but we had applied, we are setting up, no, please, I'm answering you. But this was given for a captive power project, power project for a steel plant. And this steel plant is already operational in Jharkhand.
Mr. Jindal, the reason I'm asking you the question is because, as you know, our investigation into Coalgate and the entire media is about, what you would call the subjectivity, the amorphousness, the lack of clarity of the entire process. And the story is in the details. I want to know from you, Mr. Jindal, that it is documented evidence that a ministry, the Power Ministry, writes that considering the preparedness of any other company, of one other company, not Jindal, the Central Electricity Authority had recommended that company for the allotment of a coal block. Now, you know, Mr. Jindal, that the Central Electricity Authority does not recommend companies for the allotment of coal blocks without having done a proper evaluation process. Wouldn't you have been surprised if you had been allotted a coal block or recommended for allotment of a coal block by the CA and some other company simply came in and took it away from you? Would you not be surprised if that were to happen?
I answered the question to you that all these blocks are only allocated when the state governments recommend it, when your administrative ministry, Power Ministry in this case, they recommend it, and the whole screening committee agrees on it. So what has transpired in the screening committee, what has transpired between the Power Ministry and the CEA, to the best of my knowledge, even we would have been recommended. And there is a lot of times, Power Ministry, they recommend, more than one company for the same block. And then it is the state government.
Yeah, but your company was neither one of the companies to be recommended for the same block. Your company was not either of the companies to be recommended for the same block. And therefore, my very direct question to you, Mr. Naveen Jindal, is the following. The entire question of Coalgate is about the subjectivity, the amorphousness. If you look at what the CAG says, the CAG says that even the coal secretary and the additional coal secretary, when Shibu Soren took over as minister, warned the government, you continue with this process of the screening committee, this is exactly what is going to happen. Pressures will come to you from all sides. There will be a lack of clarity and allegations will be made. Now, I cannot understand if the Central Electricity Authority recommends one company, recommends two companies, it's done an evaluation for these coal blocks. Suddenly, Mr. Naveen Jindal's company comes and gets the allotment in that particular region. Later, the Power Ministry then writes to a higher functionary saying, why have you given Mr. Naveen Jindal's company the whole block? Why don't you divide it 50-50? And I don't know what happens after that. Tell me, Mr. Jindal, is this a process that one needs to be proud of? Is this a process that is clear, that is transparent, that is objective?
Yeah, you've spoken a lot about, Arnab, you've spoken a lot about the coal block allocation process. Let me tell you, we have more coal in Australia than in India. We have double the coal in Africa than in India. Nowhere, none of these countries, you tell me, is there any country in the world which has auctioned coal blocks? And does Australia or Indonesia or America or Africa anywhere, do they expect you to set up a plant? In India, the amount of, it is such a detailed process, state government recommendation, your administrative ministry recommendation, screening committee, and then you're not allowed to sell coal. You are only given coal block for downstream investment, either in a power plant or a steel plant, which leads to maybe 10 to 100, Arnab, listen to me, which leads to 10 to 100 times more investment, maybe 100 times more. Sure,
that applies to all. It's not only you.
Some people, you said coal block. Even when I was not in politics, that is before 2004, 4 blocks had been allocated to us. Okay, and even after 2004, another 4 blocks have been allocated to us. So it is not, all the time you're trying to say We have got these coal blocks not because I'm a member of parliament. We have got these coal blocks
Mr.
on
Jindal,
the performance, on the track record of our companies and a performance track record.
But Mr. Jindal, you spoke about the process. You say the process, there is a process before which it comes to the screening committee. Now I say if it is proven now that the process before the screening committee recommended somebody else, but after the screening committee, Naveen Jindal's company got the coal block allocation. And then somebody else writes to somebody else saying that, you know what, there's a big mess. They were recommended. Naveen Jindal's company got the recommended. Why don't we just share it 50-50? Tell me, Mr. Jindal, does this not appear, which is the root of, does this not appear to be an extremely arbitrary, incoherent, non-transparent and subjective process to allocate the country's resources?
Not me, not in my view, and you only know half the story. That's half the story you're telling about. So why don't you investigate this case fully? Then maybe we can discuss. I do not know the details that you're talking about. I only know that we applied to the state government recommended our case, administrative ministry recommended our case, and screening committee in its wisdom has allocated this coal block to us. And then this coal block that you are talking about, this is a coal block actually we are not even able to go inside.
Right.
Because there is lots of, left-wing extremism over there. We have not even been able to go inside this coal block. This is the coal block that you are accusing us of.
That is something.
So, I mean,
that is something.
Have you ever been to a coal mine? Have you seen how difficult?
Mr. Jindal,
no, 1 second, Arnab.
No,
have you
Mr.
ever
Jindal,
been to a coal mine?
Naxalism has not happened in the coal block in the last 3 years. Naxalism, this allocation made to you in January 2009. Did you not know then that there was Naxalism in that area? Now you are saying the block is non-producing, I'm squatting because of political circumstances.
Now you're talking about January 2009. You have changed the dates. I don't think there's anything that's happened in January 2009. No, you're talking about this block. I don't think this happened in January 2009. You're talking of before. I'm just telling you of the
2008,
problem.
I said 2008.
So much is being said about, okay. You said
January
2009, now you're saying
2008.
I was just correcting you on that. Okay, so I am just telling you that we have to realize that it is not easy to develop these coal blocks, and the kind of controversy which has been created over these coal blocks, it is most unfortunate. All other countries, they are happy to give people coal blocks, companies coal block, whoever is committing investments to develop and sell commercially. They're just happy that, okay, whatever royalty we get and whatever profits you make, they'll charge income tax on that. Here in India, not only that you have to develop mines, but you also have to do downstream investment, which involves billions of dollars, thousands of crores. And rather than appreciating the hardships that all these companies go through, and then it is so difficult to develop these coal mines and set up these projects in rural India and in all these backward districts. We have just made
if it is so difficult, if it is such a difficult business, I'm sorry to generalize, then A, you are in the business, you know how difficult it is. Secondly, why would you at all question if somebody wants to deallocate these mines? You have 7 allocations that JSPL was awarded with. Three of these are non-performing companies. Why are you resisting deallocation?
Yeah, but non-performing, you also have to go into the reasons as to why they are non-performing, or what all work has gone into each and every of these mines. And I'm sure, because you do not know how much work we have done and what all investments have been planned and already implemented on the basis of these projects. So I'm sure once you also know that how much investments have been done in the hope that these mines are going to start one day, you will not talk like this.
Mr. Jindal, I'm completely aware. I'm also completely aware that out of your total reserves of 2,580 million tons of coals, the second largest beneficiary got 1,500 million tons. You are the largest beneficiary. You are in the business, but you're complaining about it. But it's a question of perspective. The question is, nobody grudges you your profit, Mr. Jindal. People are questioning the process.
You are the one who's complaining. I'm not complaining.
People are questioning the process.
No, that's what I'm telling you about the process. We have to compare our process only to this process is not being followed by different companies. The coal allocation process is being followed by different countries. And I'm telling you, no, Arnab, listen to me. You have to see the process being followed in USA, in Europe, in Africa, in South America, in Australia, Indonesia, Africa. So I mean, is any of these places, are they auctioning coal blocks? They are just happy to give companies, whoever is ready to invest in development of these coal blocks for commercial exploitation.
Tell me, Mr.
Here in India, why are you forgetting?
Mr. Jindal.
I mean, CAG also
Mr.
has
Jindal.
completely ignored the fact that these blocks were given for further investment of thousands of crores for further value addition, value addition and job creation. And I think this has helped a great deal in a lot of investments coming through.
You see, Mr. Jindal, there are many questions. The questions are over process. There are several questions over your companies. I think we leave some of this investigation for later, but perhaps it will be appropriate for Jindal Power to pass on a little bit of its profit to the consumers and reduce the power rates. Maybe that's going to help. Naveen Jindal, I thank you for joining me on the News Hour tonight.
No, Arnab, we already have, the rates have come down from 5-6 rupees to now a level of 3 rupees. So you must appreciate the rates have come down.
NTPC rates are 2.2.
And then to bring it down further. Yeah, so to bring those are long-term PPA rates. We are selling in the merchant market. And then as soon as more projects come through, so we have to remove the supply side constraints, increase the supply of power, and then automatically power will be cheaper. Power will be available for more people.
We'll follow that story.
The best thing would be to encourage more power plants and not, keep on putting obstacles in the people who are actually.
We'll follow that story. Question tonight only is purely a process. Naveen Jindal, I thank you for joining me on News Hour tonight. Thank you.
And I've told you that the process, what we follow in India, is much more elaborate than any other country.
Okay, then you should come on a debate with somebody who will also question you on the process from the other side.
Sure, I'll be happy to come on any debate and prove that what India has done what policy we have been following since 1993 is better than policy followed by any country in the world.
Absolutely. Mr. Jindal, I thank you for joining me on News Hour tonight. Thank you.